Hey, what's up guys? Kenny the Clash Man here. It's been a while since my last few videos, but I've just been a bit busy with work. But anyway, uh, just got back in and did a war with the clan, and going to show you a pretty efficient Quakezap uh, Golaloon in the war attack. But I just wanted to show you as well this base that I'm rolling for defense just in multiplayer. It's basically one starable by most attacks. This guy here got 2 stars and then had a defense for 33 trophies off a guy in Champions League. But I'm in Master League level 2, pushing up to get into Champions League. It's a pretty sweet little base. We'll show you this defense probably another time, just because it wasn't a full strength attack, mostly archers. But this guy, for instance, here, I think this guy was a Town Hall 10. He's pushing in from the right hand side here, and the idea behind this base is that you lure the enemy into the right hand side by putting all the resources on this far side, including the 2 Dark Elixir drills and the Dark Elixir storage on the one side base, along with the Queen. So essentially, if you're trying to 3-star the base, you got to kill the Queen, preferably early in the fight. And if the King's there as well, that makes all the more sense to attack from this side. But as you can see, there's large bombs going off. I actually have a line of 4 large bombs across the base here, all in front of the Dark Elixir storage. And then we have the skeleton traps popping right tucked in there with the town hall. So as the troops all sort of push down here wide and up here wide, they finally fight their way in towards the town hall. They have to try and kill a CC, and then all the Teslas start popping up. And notice I have the expos pointed to the ground for the extra range. People don't generally attack with the full-blown air assaults in Masters League. I've just found most of the time it's people with ground troops. So on the average, or law of averages, I'm just going ground troops for now. Expo set to ground. And the Queen almost gets my town hall there, but is finally killed, and he gives up the attack there, 69% and 1 star. So I only lost 5 trophies, and turned around and hit, I think, 2 or 3 different bases for a ton more. So that's just an efficient little base there if you guys are trying to climb the trophies. We'll get into this war attack that I wanted to show you guys. And this war's just finished and we did win. We've been going okay lately. A couple of losses just as we entered up into the sort of clan level 9 area. We had a pretty good streak before, but sort of just settling down again now, and a few people have come and gone from the clan. We'll find this attack here. This was our base here. I got 2-starred in the end there, but they threw a lot at us this war, and they had a few failed attacks, and their high guys were hitting low, and there was a couple of rookie mistakes on their behalf. But anyway, it's just this number 10 guy here. So this dude's base, as we can see, just pausing it here, he has a symmetrical base, which is sort of gone out of fashion. I don't know, some people are getting back into them now that the war time ends at 3 minutes again. It's much of a muchness. It's just a bit easier to read your base once you've been attacked, so I wouldn't personally go for a fully symmetrical base if it could be avoided, or if you're running some particular strat to maybe spread it out really wide. Anyway, this guy obviously made a huge mistake. He put both his air defences right next to each other, or at least within range of earthquake and lightning spells. So the instant strategy was to Quakezap the top 2 air defences and then deal with the Queen over on this side and the 3rd air defence there with the kill squad. So if I could successfully do that, we'd be knocking out 3 air defences in the first phase of the fight, and then I'd only have to deal with this last air defence here down by the King. And of course the King is no trouble to my air assault. So We'll let the attack just sort of show you how it all went. Obviously, my spell and troop composition might confuse some of you, probably wondering what I was doing, having 2 earthquakes and 2 lightning spells. Generally, you only need the 1 earthquake followed by 2 lightning spells. And you can see I dropped 1 earthquake, 2 lightnings, and down both of those air defenses go. I have had an instance a couple of times where the 2 lightning spells after the earthquake didn't actually kill one of the air defenses. Whether or not it's the bolts missing as they come down from the lightning spell, or it was my placement of the lightning spell slightly missing one of the air defenses, I don't really know. I'm not sure of the game mechanic on lightning spells, if it is where the bolts actually land, or if everything within its AoE actually does the full damage. But anyway, I packed the extra earthquake just in case, and in the case that it went well, like that did there, and I have a spare earthquake, I ended up just dropping that earthquake on top of this whiz tower and that expo and the cannon here, just to sort of help my air attack get through the base. So kill squad in here. I dropped my king early. He's just punked the queen there. And then I only packed 4 wall breaks, broke through the first section there, waited for the splash damage from the mortar to abate, put the second 2 wall breaks through, broke through 2 sections of wall with 4 wall breaks, nice and efficient. And then quick poison spell on the drag and the loons, just getting through there. So down goes that air defense, and we've dropped in 3 lava hounds nice and early. I didn't really want to bother waiting to drop the last one because we only had that final air defense to take out. So nice little rage spell and a haste spell, taking out all of the lower left-hand side of the air defenses. And then from this point on, we really only have the top 2 archer towers to take out. So just zooming out here, and I'll move my little logo here. You can still see I had 3 loons to go with the final 2 air attacking defenses. Really, I mean, still 2 lava hounds still alive of the 3 that we had for the war attack, and a shitload of loons left over. So this was an absolute drumming. The guy got destroyed purely because his base was read correctly, and a war attack was structured completely around the base itself. I'm pretty keen on just sticking to that kind of a strategy. If you're building your war attacks and then going and looking for a base to hit, you're more often than not going to get the 3-star, because you really should be styling each war attack to a specific base, and not the other way around. In the past, I've struggled with bases when I haven't had enough time to plan an attack, and I've got to rush to get the war finished. So this is just an example of how well it can go if you plan everything out and you do have the spare time to do so. The duration of that attack was quite quick. I think it was only about 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. So even with the reduced war time, we smashed that one out pretty well. Under the clock, I think we had 40 seconds or something left to go. So yeah, guys, hopefully I'll be able to get a couple more videos up in the next few weeks, and hopefully you guys can tune in and enjoy them. Okay, I need the Clash Man out. See ya.